Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across the planet, around the world. My name is Greg Prescott from In5D.com, and you're tuned into another session of Spirit Chat. You can join us live on Zoom. I just posted the link on YouTube. Karen, I don't know how you get there so quickly. You're like always like one of the first people that I see up there. Karen, Cosmic Wisdom, and Leanne. Hi on YouTube. And we got Toon here with me and Maria here with me on Zoom. So I'm going to cover a few things first, and then I'll open up the microphones here on Zoom. Let's see, first thing. Yeah, they've been closing a lot of the beaches here in Florida. Apparently like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, they just closed Clearwater, and but fortunately, Siesta Key's still open. So I went to the beach today, and I plan on to continue going while I can. I haven't done a spirit chat the last couple nights because the energies are just wiping me out, and I'm curious if that's the case for anyone else. You know, that I've been going to bed early, pretty much just about every night. So tonight, I got back from the beach, and I felt tired, and I did take a nap, but I didn't take a nap for that long. So I'm not sure how long we'll be going on for Spirit Chat tonight, but we're here. I'm awake. Let's do it. Got some moonstones today too. You gotta forgive my fingers. They're nasty from tie-dyeing. That makes it look like your fingernails are dirty when you tie-dye. But anyway, got little moonstones, and these are the moonstones I'm going to be sticking into the tie-dye solution. Here's one last one. So they're beautiful, really. I love the moonstone. Kind of look like opal a little, maybe not as iridescent, a little bit more milkier. Real pretty stone though. So, oh yeah, tonight after this, I'll be uploading the product of all my work. I've been, like I said, tie-dyeing a lot lately. And so I want to show you the shirts that I ended up making. This is the Schumann Resonance one that I did. So I think that came out really well. And, I used the chakra stones for the throat chakra and the heart chakra on this shirt. So that's that one. And then I did the 7 chakra shirt like this, and this came out really well too. So totally digging that one as well. You saw me, this is the one I was wearing the other day. I made one. This was a test for me. And then I ended up making this in all sizes because it just looks so cool. I love that pattern. And this was another test one. So I only made this one in an extra large, and I put that aside for me because I wasn't sure how it would turn out, but it's pink and I think midnight blue, but it came out really, really well. So I'll probably make these as well for, in all sizes. If you guys like that, if you think it's a cool thing to do, let me know. But I love it. I love these colors. It's like, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. It's perfect balance. And that's probably what I'll call this shirt, balance. So yeah. So those are the new shirts that I did. Let's do some cards. I drew some cards before we got going here, as I always do. And I put that intention in that we get the card that's most optimal, the best card for us as a group. So the first card, we're going to do the tarot first. First card is the Lovers. And this is about, love, obviously, first and foremost, love, temptation, um, relationships, attraction. Maybe you're about to have a relationship with someone. Um, Maybe you're feeling a physical attraction for somebody, and that's coming up right now. Maybe it's just something as simple as choosing between right and wrong. It could be any one of those, but there's something coming up. It's that time of year. We'll put it that way. There's something in the air. The lovers are in the air. So that was our tarot card for the day. And once, I think I've done this one, this particular Oracle deck every time. I truly love it. It's the Spirit Messages Daily Guidance Oracle deck by John Holland. And today's card is Nature. What a beautiful card. And when I think of nature, I think of grounding, even though he has a separate card for grounding. Nature. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, and strength. Nature has much to offer, so take this time to connect and spend some quality time outdoors. I did that today. I'll do it tomorrow. Try and stop me. And then we drew a card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards. I love my goddesses. And today's card is Freya. Not just Freya, Freya. So this says bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. I like Freya. She's like, screw it, I'm a rebel. So, message from Freya. Don't play it safe right now. Instead, take bold action in the direction of your true heart's desire. Success comes not from timidity, but from committing yourself fully to realizing your dream. Hold the clear intention of success, and it shall come about. Enjoy the excitement of taking risks, of being bold, and of being daring. And be sure to celebrate your success with a party or by splurging on a wonderful indulgence. So enjoy nature, be daring, and who knows, something may come out in a relationship. On that note, I'm going to unmute everyone here. Zoom, you're all unmuted.
Hi.
Hi. Hey,
Freya saying totally cool. Was just listening to a video about Freya.
Oh, good. Good timing, man, huh?
It's called Elevate and Relationship. A heuristic participation between individuals.
Okay, someone's. Oh, it was Nathan. Okay, Nathan, you have to mute the YouTube. Okay. Hi, Diana.
How y'all doing tonight?
I'm doing great. I can't speak for the rest of y'all. I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, everybody fine?
Doing good.
I'm in a chipper mood. I had
Go ahead.
Forgot.
We have the spring equinox coming up in a few days. That's bringing in new energies. So.
Yeah, I was out there doing some spring cleaning in my whatever that thing is, the greenhouse.
Oh, okay.
I think I've been 20 hours.
You and Sasquatch were spring cleaning?
No, I kind of have been leaving them alone. I would hate to accidentally go into their region, and take something in that they don't come into ours to get. No, I just kind of been feeling them from afar. The dog barks and lets me know, and he'll stand at the edge, and I'll just stand there, and they seem to understand, believe it or not.
Well, it's that time of the year where, maybe they want their personal time. The spring is in the
You
air.
mean they might be Twitter pated?
They might be. I don't know. There might be some baby big feet coming up. Who knows?
Yeah, they're as big as my foot. Dang.
Right? Right? Shout out to everyone that's joining us on. I didn't go back that far, but Andrea, moderator, Terry, thank you for moderating. Taiwan. Other Violet, the Wounded Warrior, Office, Skylar, Linda, also us there.
By you, and now I feel that
Someone's got music playing. Be cool if that was actually them singing, but not sure who that was. It just was iPad.
You guys
What's going on,
seen
James?
what's it called? Social distancing festival going on YouTube. There's like 26,000 people, and like people are just getting on with the guitars and playing and singing and whatnot. Check it out on Facebook. I mean, not YouTube. It's really
That's
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, James, nice to see ya.
You too. How are you doing? Hi, everybody.
PG, we're making Gans. That's what we're doing.
Awesome.
So
What's a
if anybody
Gan?
needs Gans, just
Show it
call
off,
Diana
girl.
Ryle.
Show it off.
You're making what? Gans?
Gans, Gans.
What's a GAN? Is it singular? Can it be singular?
You want to describe it, Diana?
No, go for it.
It's basically plasma energy that's created from it's CO2, water, or like an energy that's created from natural energy from copper and tin. Is it tin? Zinc. Okay.
No,
zinc.
it's zinc. It's copper 1, copper 2, and zinc.
And then you hook it up to a battery if you want it to produce faster, or you can let it automatically create by itself on a slower pace. More. But you won't get that much unless you wait a while for it or so. But it just depends on the energy that you're creating it from, and it's an energy that's a plasma energy that's actually killing off the bacteria that's going around right now. We're not going to say the word. It's killing off the bacteria, okay? And it helps open up it helps shield your aura, your auric field. It helps you ground and connect to the earth a little bit more, and it looks like a cloud if you technically think about it. So, and it has a lifespan of 1,000 years.
Wow.
So
She rocks, man. This is my first production. This is what I would call my my first harvest. That's hers. But she followed the directions and step by step, and it did her improvements, and I did my improvements. We both got us some healing Gans water going, and we got Gans and all that good stuff growing. She just started another one, a unit. I'm waiting for my zinc to get in to start another one. You got 1 or 2 going now?
I got 2.
2. So she's got 2 suns that are producing a light that's outside of our visual spectrum, and it's at a level that actually changes with our on the emotional level and at the cellular level, and it destroys the virus. Oh, I said the dirty word.
Kung flu. Can we say kung
Yeah.
flu?
Oh, there we go. Dang, James.
Yes.
He's
But it is, I'll tell you what, it's awesome. How do you feel, Desiree?
I feel better. I've had less seizures. I'm also doing a CBD tincture that Phil gave me. Thank you, Phil. And I actually created a spray to spray around your aura, and it helps your immune system to boost up. Because that's what we need. We need zinc. Is it zinc? Right?
We need zinc
can't
and
think,
copper
sorry,
in our
zinc is
system. We need zinc and copper.
To fight off the energy that's going on right now. So if you imagine, those airborne tablets that you get from Walmart or any place, and you're gonna go anywhere like on a plane or something, and you have to take it. So imagine taking a shot of this, water. You create the Gans. The Gans is this white stuff, the energy. This is the plasma, not the plasma. This is let's just say this is the sun that we're creating right now. The energy source we're creating.
And you're right, the white is the
plasma
plasma.
right here.
Yeah, the white
This
is.
is the plasma right here. And when you suck this out, so you're gonna
siphon it out. You're
basically
gonna end
put
up
it
with
in a
nothing.
shot glass this big.
Yep.
Yeah, you're gonna put it in a shot glass this big, and you're gonna take one shot in the morning and one at night. And this is basically your airborne pills that you're gonna take for that you get when you ride airplanes, car, trains, or whatever that you get from the stores. So and you can do it however you want, and it's not illegal. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no chemically biased energy that's going on, or any cooking, or what I mean. Anything that's illegal about this. So, and it was created by Mr. Kesh, Dr. Kesh, right?
Yes.
KESHE, and it's the KeshFoundation.org, and you can go on there and actually research it. So, and it's 100% natural.
I'm gonna have a cheers to you guys. Man, this shit, it's awesome. It really is. It elevates your mood. Handling it, oh man, if you have it on a high frequency, a high build with a full battery, and you're building at a rapid pace, oh my goodness, you almost have to stop it.
Wow.
Because it gives you that much energy. I have been bouncing off the walls because I was amped up, and then cleaning my Gans and getting it to the point where I can do this. No salt left in it, only the copper and zinc that they say we can't get to our blood. They don't know how to get to our bloodstream. It
Very
worked.
cool.
We
Very cool.
we did it. Elaine and Rich did it. Another gentleman named Alan, he doesn't come on here, or maybe he does. I'm not sure how he saw me. Oh, I know, he was doing research and saw Desiree's post thanking me for teaching her how. So he contacted me, and now he's making one.
If one of you guys can put a comment, not in the chat on YouTube, but in the comments below on how to make this, I think that'd be great.
I imagine we can send some links quite easily.
Diana, since you're on a computer, are you able to get on both of them at the same time and mute the YouTube one and be able to put that or just,
you want me to enter it in the YouTube comments?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
the chat, but the comments. Yeah.
All right.
If I can't get on both of them, or they'll both start, because I'm on an Android, they'll both start playing at the same time. So.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Free energy. So if you can't make it, if you're not able to make it, anybody can email me or go on my Facebook page, and it's free. I'm giving out free energy. And Mr. Cash asked us to do it for free, since it's basically the remake of creating, or like the energy of a leaf, of the photosynthesis of a leaf. Let's say it like that.
Yes.
So, and it does release CO2, but you got to think the plants actually bring that energy in, and they push out, you know, the other energy. And I can say my plants love it. If it was light in here, they're beautiful. So
Yeah, I was wondering what that
if
might
you are
do.
interested in getting the free,
Okay, you want to know? You
yeah,
want to
if you're
know what?
interested, message me.
You want to know what it does to the plants? In China, they've been using it, hanging it above the rice fields, and it changes the GMO seed plant into a natural plant. You cannot find any GMO properties to it. It alters your genetic molecular back to, it regenerates it back to its natural state. It cleans everything out, and basically 25 to 30 years of youth regeneration in a very short period of time.
And it helps you regenerate your codons and DNA.
Yeah. And let me tell you, you want to talk about getting high, and it's such a.
Are you tired of the media
It's such
spinning the
a.
truth and
Shut
pushing
up!
false
I'm not
narratives?
tired of you.
Well,
I'm tired of you. Sorry. Anyway. Sorry. See, it gets you high, man.
It gives you an emotionally positive.
It gives you the giddies
system.
Yeah, and it gives you a state of euphoria. I just took that. Now I'm euphoric. You know, it's like woo, rah, and it's just water and copper and plasma energy is what it actually is. And it, you know, that DNA strand thing that you've been wanting to reactivate. Let me tell you something. It works. Okay. Oh, what is Alan saying? I'll start posting over here in just a second. I'm gonna mute me, and you guys have talk. I'll listen.
Wow, there's a lot of background noise going on Diana's. Do you guys hear that?
Oh
It's
yeah.
all good. Yeah, it's all good. No, it doesn't.
Is it still there?
Yeah. When you mute, you can.
My
You'll
head
hear
is
it.
like doing that too.
You'll hear it on the playback. It's no big deal. It's just see now it's gone. It's okay though. Yeah, it's no big deal. Yeah, still working on the codons. So if that would help enhance anything that I'm doing, I would give it a try. So definitely.
So you basically, so if I sent like a vial like this, you basically just pay shipping to me, and I would just ship it to you. So you're basically getting it for free just as shipping, and you put it at the bottom of your water bottle, and then you just let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes and let it settle. I would give it actually a whole 24 hours so it can actually process through the water and create the positive energy like you really want it to. And then the next day, you take a turkey baster or whatever, you withdraw that water from it like this, and you put it in your normal cup, and you put it in a shot glass. You just take it once or twice a day, and you do it right when you wake up and right before you go to bed. So, and it would help you, relief. I've been able. Okay, so I started this project 3 days ago, and I've been able to sleep throughout the whole freaking night, 2 days straight now. So, and I haven't slept in 3 months due to my seizures.
Wow.
So, I've done really good with it. But, just, if you're interested, you can message me, Desiree Mathis on Facebook. Just, message me.
Very cool. So, what's going on, James?
I'm drinking lemon water.
Alkaline water. Nice. Good. Good.
Got a baggie, legal here.
Mm-hmm. A baggie of what? Baggies are legal here too, but
This is what I use every now and then. I mean, I microdose, and every now and then I superdose.
All right, I'm gonna open my mouth. Throw one at me. Oh man. Okay. Well, I just have my water here, so
So
I'm a little envious of you.
it's scary. They've been calling to me for like a month, and I'm like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. I'm still processing last time, you know. But it helps.
Yeah.
I break
Okay.
through.
Well, yeah, and microdosing is actually quite popular right now. It's helping a lot of people with PTSD and depression. And
Yeah.
maybe I need to go to my doctor and tell him how depressed I am.
Right. Or you got to have cancer. I think they're giving them to cancer patients and terminally ill people to help them accept death. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty big right now. But
Okay.
that's because they work. All psychedelics work because we forgot how to do this one. You know, so we use this until we can get this back. Or at least I'm still learning how to use this one. I was watching Sadhguru the other day, and he was explaining a little bit about how the yogis can meditate through tantra so hard that they can break through, and they're basically they unlock, and they're basically shrooming or take, you know, it's all the DMT gets released. I don't have a lot to say. I'm
It's
here
okay.
to learn.
I'm listening.
Your energy seems really nice today, James. Sending you love still.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm
So
doing
Mandy,
better.
what's up with you?
Well, hi, I'm Mandy.
Hi.
Trying to somehow focus on finishing my university, like my schooling that I'm in, and we've shifted to online instruction. So I'm just trying to sort of jump in and out of that stream of consciousness to other things, and finding it somewhat difficult to adjust to the new delivery method, but I'm doing my best. And what James, I'm saying James like I know him, I don't know him, but he was just saying about rooms and about how he's heard that calling to him. I've heard that calling to me for a while too, but I recently went a little too far. I broke a little too far onto the other side recently. So I know what he means about it being scary at times, and just even visually seeing it, I'm like, maybe this is the time. Maybe it's now. Maybe I'm ready back to do it again. But yeah, just trying
We're not promoting anything illegal.
No,
here.
we are not. No, we're not.
Because it's illegal where James is at.
Exactly. Well, I'm in Canada, so it's not fully legal here, but everything always has just felt legal anyway. So we've never really paid much attention to that, but yeah.
That would explain your alabaster skin.
It would perhaps.
Canada.
Perhaps, yeah. I guess I am rather pale at the moment, but
yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
It's spring now, officially, I guess, this weekend. So
yeah,
it'll be nice to get out.
Still means it's cold as hell up there, and it can still snow for the next couple months.
For sure, yeah. I don't mind it though. I'm one of those people that actually doesn't mind that.
Oh, good. You like the change of seasons.
I do. I appreciate it. I embrace all the seasons. I'm one of those people that irritate people who like summer.
Well, that's perfect, because we need people in Canada that love the change of seasons to anchor the grid and to hold the light right there.
Yes, I love it. I'm outside all year round, and I love it. But we had a really, really massive dump of the nice kind of winter, the nice kind of snow where it's fluffy and it's Christmassy, and like where it's attached to all the trees. Like a nice one, because it gets kind of gross here sometimes. It just gets gray and dirty snow on the ground, and nothing, but it's just not really that nice. But we had a substantial dump of the fluffy, nice kind the other day. That was like a nice goodbye hug. That's how it felt to me. And like it brought tears to my eyes. It was so beautiful, and it just felt like such a nice goodbye, like a fatherly energy, like a father winter energy vibe. And so it was really nice. And when you live in a climate like that for long enough, you start to pick up on like the meanings behind winter and embrace that the slowness of it and the slumber and how necessary that is for the world. And so I try to go there even when I'm my eyes are freezing shut and my nostrils are frozen. I try to just be thankful for it because it won't be here forever, and the world does need it. It does have a purpose. So yeah.
Hey, you'll be out there skating, ice skating in June.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice. And we make snow forts with the kids and stuff, and it's beautiful. It's nice. It's really quiet too, and there's no bugs. There's no bugs.
Yeah.
There's no sunburn. There's no sweat. You don't have to wear deodorant. You don't have to do anything like that. So.
Oh, I remember those days in upstate New York.
Okay. So
yeah, used to go snowmobiling and ice fishing, played ice hockey.
Yeah.
Sledding, all that stuff in the winter. But that's why I'm in Florida. 40 years of that was enough. Yeah, that was enough. I had to get away from it.
That's fair.
Mandy, I got 4 inches of snow today.
Amazing.
But I'm in New Mexico and the sun came out and it all pretty much went away.
Oh, wow.
Instead, it just in my
That's crazy.
But no, you feel like you really walk because this mud is so slippery. I love the change of seasons, but I'm from Greg in Florida, and this cold really kicks my butt. I won't lie.
Really?
That's why I'm going back inside.
Yeah.
There's no comments thing on your YouTube tonight.
What I'm gonna do is
I can send it in chat and everybody can copy it and paste it in a browser and
wait. Yeah, there it says add a comment. Yeah, you can do it.
Okay, so I'm being blocked again. I'm having a problem.
Hang on. What I'll do is
high vibes, man.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna post the video link in the Zoom chat room. Make sure you hit that link there. And try putting it right. There you go.
Okay.
There's the link there.
Putting it there. Okay.
Yep.
I'll do that.
Yeah, that should work. And try putting it.
Let's see.
Okay, you're gonna have to mute yourself though because you're gonna be pulling up YouTube.
Yeah, I turned it off.
No, you didn't. We can still hear you.
Oh, no, I turned the YouTube off.
Oh, okay, good.
No, I didn't turn me off.
No.
I'm all turned on, baby. There is still no.
You had your Gans, so yeah.
Yeah. There's still no fucking comment spot for me. And there's not a thing. Is there a chat going on?
I think there was.
Yeah.
See, there's none of that on here for me. Oh, they're being mean to me tonight. I'll give it to you here, and you guys copy and paste it to your browser and go that way, okay?
Okay.
Because they keep telling me they're fixing to throw me off of Facebook. I've been pushing Gans really hard, and I've been being a little mouthy too. So. Whoever that was being rude to you about your comment about Bernie Sanders, man, they set me off. It set me off. How dare he sit there and try to judge somebody because they have a political opinion? Now, don't make you not. Oh, I went. I didn't say it on your page because I didn't want to get you in trouble.
You could have. That's all right.
But it did. It set me off. I went through a list of songs that on my Facebook page just to get rid of all that energy. Drowning Pools, Bodies, really heavy metal, headbanging, and telling them that this is battle music. I was mad. It did. It made me mad. And it wasn't because I was trying to protect you. I bet he calls himself a light worker, enlightened person, the way he talked to you. It did. It made me mad. I'm sorry.
Can't we though, get rid of stop the Trump and Republicans and stop the Pelosi and the Democrats, dude. Look, Papa Smurf ran a good village. We need to do like that. Okay.
Yeah.
With all these
I
old
don't.
people
I don't
just
want to be
suck.
Smurfette though. I don't want to be Smurfette though, because I mean,
Oh, James.
Oh, God, no.
He's like,
Yeah,
no.
no. I'll mess it up. I'll mess it
You
up.
look at
Okay.
my Papa Smurf over there.
I'll mess
hey,
it
how
up.
come there's only one Smurfette too? And where'd all those little baby Smurfs come from? Okay, I had too much time to think about that, didn't I? What?
Smurfette came from Gans, the bad guy. Smurfette was created by the bad guy. So the
Yeah.
whole village was all male, so the male energy, but the female energy came from Peyton, who is the bad guy in Smurf?
Gargamel.
With the G,
Yeah,
And don't
Gargamel.
forget
Yeah.
Sassette.
Gargamel, yeah, that word. Yeah, my daughter knew it. Gargamel.
Here we are
I'm
talking
Gargamel.
about
Yes,
Smurfs
I know
and
my
Gargamel. See, that's what Gans would do for you.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Did y'all get that link? I think that'll help y'all get there.
Holy mackerel, that's one long link.
It's got a whole lot of information associated to it too.
I'm not clicking it yet because I don't want to accidentally end this Zoom broadcast. If I did, I don't think it would. But
I'll tell you what, if you need help, we'll help. Desiree and I'll help. Okay, any of you that need help, just contact us. My Facebook name is Diana. What is it Diana Sarver up there now? Yeah. That's my name on Facebook. If y'all want to, and you got Dez's, you and I are friends, Greg.
Yep. Well, just come back after you could come back after the video ends and then post it as a comment.
Okay. But yeah, there's a whole lot more than just that right there. It's really not that difficult to build, and it's actually quite satisfying and you get an instant gratification out of it. You feel like I am taking action, fuck the government type feeling, you know. I don't have to wait on somebody. I can take care of this myself. And I didn't even realize some of those feelings were there until I got to the point of completion and the complete and total sense of accomplishment, you know. It was like, wow, I did this, and you there's no denying how I feel. And I've been giving it, okay, I was a bad girl, and PETA wouldn't like me. I tested it on my animals, you know, and the whole 9 yards. And their health is increasing. I'm testing it on my plants. I guess the tree huggers wouldn't like that either. But, you know, they're doing great, you know. But it's good. That's all I can say. It works.
Well, I tried to put that link that you put into the Zoom chat. I tried to put it into YouTube. It's 322 characters, and you can only put 200 in the chat. So we'll definitely have to go after once it's uploaded into.
I'll find a different one. I'll find some different links to put in there.
Thanks,
but that'll
Jen.
get you guys started someplace to look. And Des, are you still there?
I want to give a quick shout out real quick to Theo is Light for the super chat. He also mentioned, please, if you would promote this Thrive movement, sacred geometry, the key. I do like the Thrive movement.
I liked it. I like it.
So we have somebody new here, Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly. You're muted. Oh, hi.
Am I muted now?
Nope, you're good.
Oh, yeah. This is the first time I've joined. I'm really excited about it.
How about that? So
You
have
all-
you been watching from afar and finally got the nerve up to join us?
Yeah, I keep missing it.
Good,
But
good.
yeah, I'm here in Florida too. I'm in up in the Panhandle.
Are your
and-
beaches still open?
Well, okay, so I work for one of the hotels, and our private beach is still open, but our other beaches are still open.
Yeah, we're still open here in Siesta Key, but I heard that Miami, Fort Lauderdale, even Clearwater here on the Gulf Coast is closed.
Brevard County's closing down too. What part of the Panhandle?
We had so many people here though. I mean, it was as if I didn't get the memo. We had our beach it had like 4 layers deep of chairs, and we're not going to lay on the floor.
I can barely hear you. Is it me?
I don't know. I'm a massage
Oh, that's
therapist.
better. That's much better.
Yeah, I think I was covering up the sound. I'm a massage therapist, and our spa has it closed down. And I've seen people from all over the world in the last couple of weeks. So I don't know. I mean, I just keep doing my own personal stuff. I've been kind of sick for like 4 weeks. I don't know what it is. I don't think it's coronavirus, but I don't know. You never know with all these energies going on.
Yeah, I think we would kind of tell if you're just like cough. That's the key signature, is that dry cough. You haven't been coughing, so.
No, but I went to Vegas and it was so toxic energetically. I think it's just like, it's just taken me a while to kind of recover.
Yeah, they shut Vegas down from what I understand.
They did. But I just wanted to thank you too. In5D really helped. I don't know what the subject is tonight, but I wanted to thank you really quick because once I started getting downloads and my whole world changed, In5D is where I went when I felt like I was absolutely nuts. And I thought maybe I should go to the hospital or something. But I found you all and I'm completely normal. So thank you.
No, you're not. We're all crazy.
Okay.
Absolutely
You're
crazy.
just in good company.
Where are you at in the
Certifiable. Like,
I see we just got joined by Phil, and Phil, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. But yeah, you're not alone. A lot of the things that we talk about on In5D, that we talk about here on these chats, you know, I hear so many times from so many people, especially those who you might not see their name in the chat, you might not see their faces here, but they're watching. And they know all of us, and they're watching. They appreciate the fact that we're out here and we're speaking our truths. And maybe one day they'll come on and speak their truth too. But until then, we'll hold space for them, and here we are doing what we do.
I love that so much. That's exactly how I feel. That's really great.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that would just watch it afterwards, not live, and feel that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's totally, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there like that.
Yeah,
that feel that way. So here we are.
it's very comforting.
Yeah, and like Mandy and like Kimberly, eventually you come on when you get the opportunity. You share the codons from your voice and how we all look. We all have our little codons that we're sharing with each other. Energy activations, downloads. So
I just feel like lately, I mean, with everything going on, obviously, there's such a like letting go. And I mean, it's a process that I'm sure we've all been going through that brought us together and to this point. But it's so much more rapid, and it's so much more. It was like an immediate, like literally everything's on the table. Let go of all of those things, every single insecurity, every little, just like any little lingering thought of like, oh, I don't know, I don't really have anything to say, or I don't. It's like, no, connection now, full heartfelt connection now. There's no going back. There's no other option. Going forward, that's the future, and you just have to do that to every single human being I'm seeing, the little people that I'm seeing now. But it's more just like there's no room for anything. No other vibrations are allowed, for me at least. Like every interaction needs to be heartfelt and completely vulnerable and humble and just open. So that's awesome. Like something like this where people might be holed up in their houses and not having people in their immediate lives that are at that point now. So to still have that connection, like I had little places that I have to drive to other cities to kind of connect with people on the same wavelength, and I'm not able to do that now. So the amount of people I have to talk to and listen to and connect with is very small. So to feel not so alone, and that like there's other people that are going to bring that future into.
It's wonderful how we can just bring the whole continent of the world, the planet.
Yeah.
Together. We had somebody on from Australia the other night, and we got Bo's here. He's from what, Denmark, I think? Is it?
Correct.
Yes.
Oh, I love that guy. I love him.
So
I liked what you were saying the other night, Bo, it is, I guess, Bo, about the numbers. And was it 108? Is that the number that he was speaking of? Yeah, that was amazing. Wow, I was lurking. So I was hearing you. I was picking up what you were putting down that night for sure.
yeah,
Great.
cool. What's going on, man?
Well, I'm just I'm a little, you know, I have for a long time been not reversing, but having this what do we call it? Getting used to having abundance, right? And suddenly today I inherited 20,000.
Congratulations.
So I'm still getting used to it and trying to feel the difference because I have had accidents or incidents in my life where I had this opportunity to make this kind of money in a very short time and not on a legal basis, you can say. And well, it really makes your mind spin, man.
Don't spend it all on toilet paper.
I'm not. I couldn't care less about that shit. So, well, yeah, I'm just I'm fucking happy, man. I have abundance.
What time is it there? You're a night owl, aren't you?
2:20. Oh, well, I can tell you that I have January last year, I heard a little bird sing along that if we stopped our auto watch update, you would see a difference. And I must say, yeah, on my telephone it says 2:35. On my computer, where I stopped the time last January, it says 2:20. So that's 15 minutes that we have lost since last January.
Well, I think my car is like an hour ahead of me because we have this fall back and spring ahead. Time changes here in the United States, and there's always one clock that's going to be an hour off because I live without time. It doesn't matter enough to me for me to actually change the time. So
Time stands still for me. It's always 4:20.
yeah.
Well, we lost. We are losing 1 minute every month, I can say.
Losing to where?
Yeah.
Where is it going?
Well, you know, the digital watch is automatically updating. So if we didn't have, if you had a dialogue watch, you would have lost 15 minutes.
Wow.
In the since last January.
Is that taking into account leap year kind of thing, or
Yeah,
time without leap year, or time including?
Doesn't matter. It's just you take off your automatic update on your watch, and then you'll get behind.
What if you had like an old? I haven't worn a watch since I was like 18, so I'm turned 60 this year. It's been that long. So what if you had like an old watch that was just the typical wind-up watch that doesn't really have any updates? Would that give you a true time?
I would guess so. Yeah.
Okay. Quick shout out to
Unless your field is so
Hypnosis.
high.
I'm sorry, real quick. Quick quick shout out to Crypnosis. Thank you for the super chat. And Crypnosis is saying thanks for holding it down consistently. Our pleasure. And it's a group effort. Thank you. What was that, Diana?
Unless your energies are too high, I can't even wear a wind watch. They just stop. So it might just totally stop a wind up watch. Depending on your energy level.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Can't wear even a digital watch. And my clocks and my phone and everything like that, I drain them real fast. So the higher we go in our energy, the less time is going to really mean to us. And the stopping of the auto update type thing can do that. But if you don't pay attention as much as you can, not pay attention to it, you notice it a whole lot more too. And so that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, I've always encouraged people. I'm not going to tell anyone what to do and what not to do, but I would like to encourage people to live without time as much as possible. For example, you know, a lot of people can't during the weekdays if you have a regular job, but on the weekends, don't look at your watch. Don't pay attention to TV schedules. Most of us don't watch TV anyway, but you know, just live without time on the weekend, you know, and do that for as often as you can. I think that's one of the keys to really escaping the matrix of what's going on.
I find I sleep better when I do that too on the weekends. I've been trying to do that, and just it's almost, this isn't good, of course, but no, if I feel like I could go to sleep, I feel kind of tired, and I almost check what time it is to see if that makes sense to go to sleep. I used to, and then I'll be like, it's only 9:30, I can't go to sleep. So then I don't, and then I end up either oversleeping or undersleeping. And I normally don't have an issue with sleep, but lately I've been trying to do that, and just if I feel tired, don't look at the time, don't think about it. Your body's telling you you're tired, so go to sleep. And then I wake up perfectly, exactly almost 8 hours later, because that's what feels best for me. My body works best at exactly that. And I'll just wake up and I'll be able to tell when the last time I was on my phone, I'll like the last text message I sent or whatever, and I'll do the math. I'm like, that's exactly like 8 hours ago. And it really does work. And just to trust your body, and your body knows what time it is for yourself. And that's what really matters. And time can trick you and play games on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chronos. Yeah. Saturn.
Yeah.
I get that a lot too. Are you, do you take naps at all, or?
No, I hate taking naps.
Hate naps.
I hate
what
naps.
If your body, all right, you were saying
okay,
always listen to your body, but what if your body's telling you take a nap?
It almost never does, because I get about at least 8 hours of sleep every single day.
Okay.
I prioritize sleep majorly. And so, I mean, I don't like it. I'll take a nap if I have to, but it just time plays more tricks on me if I do. When I wake up, I feel disoriented, and I feel like I lost time, and it just sets me up for not a good night's sleep. It messes with me. I prefer not to, I guess. Some people would sacrifice their night sleep and be like, I'll take a nap tomorrow. But if something happens and I have to take a nap to survive, then I will. But ideally, I just get 8 hours of sleep consistently, same time, circadian rhythm. I just hate it. It doesn't feel good to me. It doesn't feel like I'm supposed to nap. I don't know. It feels weird. Necessity only, but some people, I don't understand those people.
You can get away with it. Lately, especially, the energies have just drained me. I've taken my naps late, like 4:30, and I wake up at like 8:30, and I'll stay up until like 2 or 3 in the morning, which is fine. And then maybe 5 or 6 hours, which in total I get my 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
But my body, when it tells me to sleep, I sleep. And if it's at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm taking a nap then. And sometimes I don't wake up until midnight.
Oh, see, that freaks me out. It feels like, what day is it? What time is it? But maybe I need to let go of that too. But also I'm in school full time, so I have those really early lectures I have to go to.
Yeah.
I have external things that I need to keep that schedule, and it helps me stay like I really like sunrises, for instance, where nobody seems to care about that anymore, but I do. I like to see the ambient light come up. Like it's my own routine. So I know if I nap, then I'll stay up too late, then I'll sleep in, and it's just the whole thing goes to hell. So yeah.
Do you sun gaze?
I do. With my eyes closed. Yeah, I do. Yeah. I love it. I'm excited for the sun to come back. And as much as I love the cold, it's not relaxing. When I'm outside and I feel like I need to be like moving and doing an activity in the winter to enjoy it, where there's this vibe of just content, just sun gazing and bathing and just absorbing warmth. And I feel like particles are going into my skin of rain. It's like, so we don't get a lot of that where I live. So it must be nice to be in Florida and just have that every day.
Yeah, the Sunshine State. I know in upstate New York and the Catskill Mountains, well, number one, because of the mountains, the sun goes down a lot quicker than here on the Gulf Coast.
Right.
But even so, you know, we have significantly more sunny days here in Florida than we did in upstate New York.
Yeah.
As well.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I designed my add-on. So I have a shed, right? Well, okay, I got my original RV. Well, actually, originally there was a tent. And then there was an RV. Then there's a shed that's connected by this room.
We lost you.
I can't hear you.
I hear you. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So basically, I sit and I have this stool I sit on, and I can face east and sun gaze in the mornings. And I get that sun because, like Greg, I'm a Florida boy. This cold kicks my butt. So I don't want to go outside. You know, it's going to be 19 when I wake up tomorrow. I don't want to go outside and sun gaze when it's 19. No.
Yeah.
And then I've got for the evening, you sun gaze again.
That's awesome.
Like I designed my life so I could sun gaze.
That's awesome. And you know, the sun moves 1 degree every day. So it's going to be going like this throughout the year and then come back again.
Yeah, it'll start on one side. I'll start on that side.
You're covering up your microphone.
So I'll start on that side, right? Hold on. Yeah, for the summer, and then it just slowly moves over all year round. I'll just watch it, and it goes straight over the house. So when it's the summer, during the hottest part of the day, it's not really coming in. And when it's the winter, that's the south side, and it hits that RV and heats it up. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
But the sun gazing, I really like that. It really wakes me up good.
Very cool. Hey, Jason. I see you there. You're muted. How are you?
Good.
Good.
How you all doing so far?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
None of us have the coronavirus.
No, that's it. No, we're right here. I've been eating oranges and fruit and all that good stuff, and not much. You want to say hello, Mum?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi, Mom.
How are you?
I can't speak for everyone. Yeah, I can. We're awesome.
I've listened to my son Jason talk to you, and you're a very nice man.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, he's a very nice man as well.
Thank you.
All right, I'll let Jason talk to you.
All right.
Yeah, so everything's good here. Yeah, I've been eating oranges for build up my vitamin C, so I can build up hydrogen peroxide with the vitamin C, and hopefully that's working. We go out shopping and that, and all of the people seem to be fine now, but at regular shopping times for everybody else, they got to have police to stop people hoarding toilet paper and other stuff. So that's what's been happening here. I haven't been out much, but there's not much action happening in the streets. They're still all doing their work now. We haven't been cut off from our work, but our government's gone independent from the rest of the world. That's
So I
about
know
all.
here in the United States, we're kind of wondering whether you guys are, because you're heading into your winter, whether it's going to ramp up again over there and just keep circulating back and forth.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty warm here today. I don't need a jacket on today, so it's not that cold. It's like a nice warm autumn day. I'm going to go outside later and sit in the sun and do some sun work and breathe in the fresh air. I'll sit with my crystal outside and charge that up with some sunlight, and that's about it for today. And I just listen to you guys talk, and it's good to talk to all of you guys too, because you are all great. And we'll just hold the light with our family, and that's all we can do.
Appreciate that.
I'll let somebody else talk now, Greg. I just want to listen for a while.
All right, James. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Jason, you're amazing, just so you know.
Thank you, Desiree. You are too. Keep up the pyramid work. Thanks, Greg.
All right. Take care, Jason.
Yep.
And jump in anytime.
Okay, I will.
All right. So Catherine's sitting there in the dark. You like it dark like that? I don't know. You're muted. Did you want to be muted? Yeah, there you go. Why is it so dark there?
I think that's Diana that's on.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I said, I'm in my pajamas and I kind of don't have my hair, I'm just not my.
We're not going to judge you. We don't care.
I know. I'll be
I think those SpongeBob SquarePants pajamas look great on you.
Oh, that's funny. So how's everybody doing? I'm in New York, so we've been, I don't know, I think it's different in different places, but the last couple of days have been a whirlwind here, shutting everything down, closing the schools. And
where in New York?
I'm on Long Island.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty close.
What part of the island?
I'm right in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm in Suffolk County, but where I live, it's pretty much smack in the middle of the island.
Yeah. So,
yeah, like I was saying, I'm about an hour away from the city, and it's just been. I knew something really big was coming, but I just didn't know what it was, and I would have never imagined that it would be this. So.
Oh, there's something else coming, and it's not this,
yeah.
and it's much bigger than this.
Oh yeah, I know. This is just the preview. There's something much bigger. Yeah. No,
it's kind of like what I said on the last show, where the dark has to be exposed. All this stuff, this dark stuff, and where the origins of all this crap came from, that's going to be exposed as well. We already know, if you go on Google and type in Google patents coronavirus, you'll find at least 5 different patents for that virus.
Yeah.
Beginning with the patents beginning in 2014. So this has been around a long time. If you look on the back of any Lysol bottle, it says that, it'll kill the coronavirus.
Yeah. We haven't known about it, So it's just, I've been getting for months now that people are going to feel like the rug was pulled out from under them. They're going to be just looking for truth. They're not going to know what the hell's going on, and it's just going to be total chaos. And I have a feeling that it's going to be longer than they're saying, this, this part of it. And then, I have a feeling, I know it's all going to work out okay, but, this might be a little rocky for a while. So,
We just need to face it without fear.
oh yeah.
And yeah, we are looking mathematically for it to go around the world in the proper amount of time, and mathematically you're looking at 18 months for it to do its full thing.
Yeah, that's what I heard
Cycle.
yesterday too.
Yeah. And that's, they knew that. They just have been trying to keep panic down, and they don't really know how. I mean, how do you keep millions of people from having a panic attack? You know, I don't honestly wouldn't want to be in their shoes, any of them's. I kind of like being able to sit right here by myself and take care of myself, and hope that everybody else will sit and be still and take care of themselves for a little while. That's what we all need to do, you know?
I think the mainstream media should use reverse psychology. You know, recently they told people don't run to the bank and take out money. So what are people going to do? They're going to run to the bank and take out money. What they should say is don't meditate.
Yeah, don't meditate. You might not get anxious.
I thought it was so when with the 2020, I'm sure everyone has seen those memes and heard the 2020 vision. And I thought today I was reflecting on that and how, yeah, we're seeing clearly. And it is the year of 2020 vision, where we're finally able to really see things for what they are. It's like the world has put on a pair of glasses for the first time. We all got LASIK surgery or something. So yeah, it's definitely the year of clarity, I think, for a lot of people and for the world. And
it's like we all
funny little thing I thought today.
Yeah, spot on.
It's like we all stepped into the movie They Live with Roddy Rowdy in it. Piper.
Yeah, consume, obey.
Yes.
Right.
Put the glasses on and you can see all of the stuff written
2020
behind
vision. I was like driving and I got goosebumps when I thought of that. And I know 2020 vision, whatever, what does that really mean? But I like numbers, and to me, when I hear 2020, that's what that means to me. And so
I wonder what it means for me. I've got 2015 vision. Am I behind in time?
Wow, I'm 2030.
Well, actually, my vision's horrible, but with contact lenses, my vision's 2015. Yeah. Like 2,500 over 20 without contacts. Yeah, I'm blind.
Without my glasses. I used to have 20/20 vision until I hit 40, and everything just got further and further. I had to like read the book with my arm out. Then I couldn't even see it anymore, so I gave in.
Yeah, that reading from afar,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Hey, come on, make your screen big and stand back.
Thank you for the super chat, Theo. I appreciate that. He's saying 2020 hindsight. Yeah, looking back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to draw another card from the Spirit Messages because I love that deck. Went to see John Holland. He's an amazing psychic.
Daddy, you okay? Come here, buddy.
Okay.
Can I see Buddy?
This card is New Beginnings that we got. So everything in life is constantly vibrating and moving, and therefore continuously changing and evolving. Be aware that a new beginning is on the horizon. Have courage and faith, because right now, life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. So I should have held it out like this.
Hell yeah.
New beginnings, everything. No, I can actually read it right in front of me. I had this wonderful optometrist here in Sarasota who fixed me up with contact lenses where I no longer have to read I no longer need reading glasses. I can read like a normal person now. So, yeah. But very good card right there, New Beginning, especially with this coronavirus thing wrapping up. New beginnings starting, which means more truth coming up to the surface with Pluto and Capricorn winding down in 2023. We've got 3 more years of that. Lots of truth to be
I
coming
was
up.
reading about that.
So yeah, really exciting. I'm gonna paste a link in the YouTube chat room. That link will be disappeared by the time you're watching this on the replay.
I'm not going to get into all the details, but that card really, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
New beginnings. Yeah. You're welcome.
Well, tomorrow, or wait, today's still the 19th. On the 21st, when Saturn enters Aquarius, it's a big shift. That was already coming, and I didn't know what that was really going to mean. But I have a feeling that this weekend's going to, I don't know if maybe more people are just going to tap into this, or, I mean, there's the kind of people that I would never see express the things that they're expressing now. And again, back to the 2020 thing, just the clarity of the whole world. And I think there's going to be a major, I don't know, just like just the average person kind of starting to tap into what we're all talking about and what so many people have known for so long. And I feel like that's going to really hit a lot of people in the face this weekend. And a lot of people are going to really feel that energy. And at least I'm hoping for that. So that card is really nice, that maybe we won't just be the only ones who know that. And we won't be alone anymore. Maybe I'm hoping so, I guess. I feel like that. That's what I'm hoping for.
You look great.
You're muted. But
Yep, thank you. I'm going through gestures. Maybe I wasn't saying anything. Maybe I was just going like this.
wow, I wonder what he's saying. He looks like it sounds good. Whatever.
But as this awakening is, I'm part Italian, so I talk with my hands.
Okay.
As it's exponentially increasing, we're seeing a lot of people, awakening more and more every day. So it's an exciting time to be alive, to watch this unfold. Here we are. We're when people look back in history, they're going to see us as the grandmothers and grandfathers of the age of Aquarius and everything.
Did you really just go
from this
there?
point forward. What's that?
I said, did you really just go there? Grandmother, come on.
Yeah, when people are looking back, 100 years, 200 years.
Feel ancient.
No. We're all going to be like, that person, those people, people are going to look back. They're going to see these videos and say, wow, they really got it before everyone else.
Whoa, that just gave me goosebumps.
And how would you say
Oh,
that?
that's crazy.
Back in my day.
When we were kids.
Well, I've been.
When I was a kid.
When we go back to the spirit world, we'll be like, oh yeah, where were you when the big shift happened? Oh, I was here, and that kind of thing. Everyone's going to talk about it like,
yeah, remember that?
Yeah, remember, yeah. And also, from what I understand, there's so many more people with, there wasn't enough bodies to fill to be here during this time. So many more souls wanted to be here for this and could get a body. So I guess we're kind of lucky that we get to be here right now.
It finally feels that way, huh? It doesn't. It hasn't for me for quite a while. There's been it's been a rough road, but to feel like that all made sense and I was right and I wasn't wasting my time.
Yeah,
and it was
all be worth it.
Yeah, I was right. Like we were right. Like we weren't crazy.
Yeah.
But we are. In accordance to the world, we are.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're really that we're crazy. I'm saying in accordance to the way everyone looks at us, to them, we are crazy. And we look at them and go, but this is not crazy. And so it's, that's about the extent of the argument that you can actually give. No, I'm not.
On Star Trek, I think Spock said, "The insane are sane in an insane society."
Right.
Yes.
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 And
What I'd like to be is that ambassador. Once this white light floods the planet, and the whole galaxy, the universe is awoken, and we can travel everywhere. I would love to be an ambassador for Earth and just go to different planets and say, yeah, this is what 3D was like, and this is the jobs I had to do to earn money. They'll be like, money? What the hell is that?
That reminds
Why'd
me.
you have to work? What are you, stupid?
When I was speaking earlier of thing that James was taking in those medicines tonight, how it went a little bit.
I'm sorry.
I was deep into it heroically, and I found myself explaining this realm, this existence to something else, and in the moment that made so much sense, and I was laughing and talking and just really excitedly being like, oh, there's time is a thing, you guys, and trying to like communicate that time was a thing, and sort of reflecting on how there's good parts, it makes you appreciate certain things, and there's an urgency and a savoring and a gratefulness that comes with time passing, and the whatever energies, whoever I was feeling like I was communicating with was really entertained with my perspective on it, and it felt like people were gathering around to hear me talk about what it's like and about this dimension and this existence. And I was telling about, like, I was all excitedly thinking of something else. I'm like, oh, you can grow things. Like, I can create things. I can grow things. I can grow food that I eat. I can grow it. I can go into this. And I was explaining dirt and like soil and this whole thing alone in my living room. And it was so as an ambassador, when you were saying that, that's what made me think of that, is being like, yeah, I felt like I was sort of like making a call home to being like, okay, guys, this is really weird. You can walk around and like time passes and people age. And there's this whole thing where you need to eat food and you grow it from the ground, and there's dirt and bugs and it's this whole thing. It's crazy. It was really weird. But then I thought my cat would explode. So it started to go south.
Those are things that, we take for granted here in 3D. But, when you run into these people that had been living in higher dimensions for, generation after generation, and their generations are a lot longer than ours, they don't know what it's like to eat. They don't have to eat.
It was crazy. It was the first time I've ever, you can have conversations with other people, like us, and entertain those concepts and sort of explore those ideas. But that was the first time where it was organically felt, like suddenly, without intention. Like I didn't intend to think about that. It was those energies came to me, and I was just suddenly connected without trying or so there was no sense of maybe I'm tricking myself. Maybe I'm, you know what I mean? Like, am I imagining this? Am I just trying really hard to go there? So I'm imagining that I'm going there. I didn't try. It was somebody came into my home to talk to me. It was like, oh, there's somebody tuned in. Let's go talk to her. And then all of a sudden I was being spoken to, and it was the most amazing. It was wonderful. And
Did you see what they look like?
No, there was no visual about that. There was, I have a weird house, so there was visuals, of course. But I mean, there was no, it was young. It was a young excitedness. Mm-hmm. Just a very entertained, almost like I was cute and entertaining, and my experiences were entertainment. And there was like a clamoring of like, tell us more, kind of like they were very excited. Yeah. And yeah, it was just the coolest thing of my entire life that's happened. And that was just a few weeks ago. So it was just pretty cool to have that line up. And then it's been about a month since that. And I just feel like I'm in a really different place with all that's happening now. And so at the time I was quite horrified because it lasted a little longer than I'd like. And it started to get a little out of hand at a certain point. But
how long would
I've massively shifted from that night. So I'm grateful for doing that. And
How long would you say it lasted?
Oh, a good 8 hours plus.
Oh, okay. So you were
Yeah.
in between worlds.
Sorry?
You were definitely in between the worlds.
Oh, 100%. That's the first time I've done that much. The first time I completely lost.
Yeah.
I was gone. Like
Yeah.
I broke through, I was gone, completely gone. And it was terrifying at times and beautiful. And yeah, I have like this big tapestry with a sun and stuff and behind you. And there was just rainbow radiating energy shooting up through the moon on the top of the forehead of the sun. And yeah, it was unbelievable. My emotions, all the emotions of the world crystallized for me, which is extremely weird. I went to, I tapped into a lot of sorrow at one point. That was very difficult. Of my own family members, my parents, and a lot of, I like instantly just waterfalls from my eyes where I took the sorrow that I was feeling, and it was like a combination between crystal formation and like fractals, like the crystals were forming in a fractal way. I can't explain it, but that was my way of taking that sorrow for some, I can't explain anything I'm trying to explain. It's so hard to put those brief moments and those brief like experiences into words, but basically I tried to crystallize sorrow of the world and was very overwhelmed and in this dark place. Yeah.
Are you part Italian? Because you use your hands a lot too.
I guess I do. That must be crazy. Sorry.
I think part of the work that I have found out that I'm doing in being here in this incarnation, and I don't know if this resonates with you at all, but I feel like the healing work that I'm doing on myself is actually helping my lineage.
100%.
Yeah, and back, forward, all directions, multidimensional, parallel lives and everything. And you know, I didn't really know about that until a few years ago when I had an experience and my grandparents came to me and my grandmother thanked me for healing the family lineage. And I didn't know what she was I didn't know what she was talking about at the time. I'm like, what do you mean, you know? And then over time, you know, when I really got into a lot of healing work and stuff, I have grown to understand that. And some of the sorrow that I have felt in my life has been so dense and so heavy that it can't, I really feel like it can't just be my own. It has to be more than that, you know? So I feel like a lot of us that are here, you know, we've chosen to come in, and a lot of us are from many different star systems, and we love the earth. We have a connection, a deep connection to the earth, and we want to be part of the healing of this planet and the people and the lineage and our ancestors, and you know, on and on and on.
Absolutely.
So we're all brave souls. Every person on this planet is a brave soul for being here. But the light workers, the ones that are, you know, have come in earlier and done a lot of the really heavy lifting, you know, I feel like we should really be really happy. I think we're all going to be really happy when we see the work that we did. And sometimes it feels to me like I'm not really doing enough, but I really think that I don't really know while I'm in this human form how much I'm really doing. But when I cross over, I'll be able to look back and see the work that I did and how much it really did help. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I feel like that, you know, for all of us.
I feel like every interaction with every other being ripples indefinitely across the entire universe and across all of time. So even an interaction at a checkout at a grocery store, that moment is felt. I believe that.
Yeah.
And I feel like that ripples, and we'll never know. You might not, maybe one day we'll see it. And that's a beautiful thought, that one day we'll see it. But even if we don't, I think you feel it, and I think you're right, and you're not crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Matthew?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, dude?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Enjoying being on lockdown in Florida. Can't
Oh,
really.
really?
Well, you know, beaches are closed. Clearwater Beach is closed. Not much to do. But my mom has a lake in her apartment complex, and there's an island on that lake, and there's a bridge that connects to it, like a little walking bridge, a tiny one. And so I went on that little island, and it's actually a pond, might as well be a pond, but there was no one on that island, just me and a bird, Henry. I named
And
him
an
Henry.
alligator.
No, there was an alligator today. I don't know. I've been really just going within. I didn't get that job with American, obviously, due to the coronavirus. They just decided to stop all hiring. So I don't know, just feeling weird. So
in limbo right now. That's it.
Yeah,
Just in limbo.
In limbo, and a lot of people are freaking out and everything, but you know my story with United. I've been going through this for 2 years now without kind of being in limbo for 2 years and purging already and doing everything and doing all of this work that, I believe all of us light workers, we have sort of right now, we have an advantage because we're not the ones freaking out. We've already been there. We've done that, way before this collective awakening that's happening right now. And I believe we are in the collective awakening right now. I really do. And right now, I mean, this is a perfect opportunity for all of us to anchor in the light and to really, really help humanity out.
Especially with the solstice coming up, or equinox, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's actually tonight at 11:30.
Oh.
Tonight, it's been, they said the last time that the spring equinox was this early was 124 years ago.
Wow. So that's an hour and 15 minutes from now.
Yeah, and yep, Eastern time, it's going to be at 11:30, the spring equinox. And then the astrological New Year's on the 24th, I believe. So the sun will be entering Aries. So, that's the calendar that I really go off of. So to me, that's going to be the new year. But yeah, that's just my little advice to everybody right now is that, we do have an advantage right now. As light workers, we've been through it. We've already done this work so many times over and over. I went out to Washington last week to visit Bella. I got to hang out with Phil for a little bit. And I was only there for 24 hours because where Phil lives, the energy's there. I believe there's some sort of vortex or field there, but the energy, it was so intense in a positive way that when I was there for 24 hours, I got all of these downloads, and I actually had a little freak out moment in front of Bella. I just started crying, and I just couldn't stop crying. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I'm all right," but I'm like, I don't know why I'm feeling all of this emotion. And then she even contacted Desiree, and Desiree, I ended up getting a flight home that night because I started freaking out. I didn't know what the hell was going on. And so she contacted Desiree, and Desiree did some Reiki healing for me. So when I got on the plane, I was going to be all right and everything. And I was only there for 24 hours, but I'll tell you what, it was a very powerful 24 hours because I believe I was picking up on, because it's very quiet where Phil lives. Where Phil and Bella live, it's so quiet.
Washington.
Washington. You can't hear anything, no car pollution, no light pollution. So, I've been used to living in Chicago and all these major cities and down in Florida and everything. So when I was there, I mean, it was amazing. The crying, I believe, wasn't for myself, even though at the time I thought I was crying about my problems, but I felt humanity. I felt exactly what the collective is going through. And, you know, now that I'm back in Florida, everything's fine now. I actually just started my certification for my Reiki course. I bought the course a year ago. I read into it for a little bit and then never picked it back up. And then right now is the time for all of us just to sit back, do our inner healing work, do our work for the collective, anchor in the light. And, you know, I mean, I believe we're in the shift. We're definitely in the shift. And, you know, so my heart definitely goes out to anyone who's going through similar situations right now. I know Desiree a couple weeks ago had a lot to go through, and, you know, it's just, I feel like we're just all here to anchor in the light right now. So that's why I've been kind of MIA for the last couple of weeks. I've been really trying to processing. Yep. If you want to call it, maybe I had another little type of Kundalini awakening again, you know, within my awakening, if you want to call it that, or just picking up on the collective's energies, you know.
I'm curious how far away you were from Mount Shasta.
I don't know. That would be a question for Phil. I can't.
Where in Washington did you go?
It was, do you know the little town outside? It's called Shelton.
Oh, no. No, I'm not that familiar with Washington. So was it northern, southern?
It was about an hour and a half, like southeast on the other side of the Bay of Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there was a lot of lakes, and even in the town of Shelton, you can still get some of the saltwater bay area that, you know, is beautiful up there. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
On YouTube, Bella's saying, Matthew, I love you, brother.
I love you, Bella. Yeah, we had it was a strong connection. I was only there for 24 hours. I was supposed to be there for a longer period of time, but I believe there was a purpose to me coming there. And
Phil's saying it's closer to Mount Rainier.
Oh, Mount Rainier.
Okay.
Nice.
Mount Shasta is 2 hours.
Shakes.
Phil's saying that Mount Shasta is 2 hours down, because the first thing I was thinking about was you were purging and doing a lot of purging. Mount Shasta is the root chakra of the planet, and you may have been picking up on energies despite that being 2 hours away, something purging and helping to cleanse and transmute something within you.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on. I worked on that today. I did what Tiffany did for us with the 20 minutes of breathing in through your nose and out your nose for 20 minutes. I laid on the grass today on that island in the middle of the pond, and I did some chakra healing today. And I know that I've always known that my root chakra lately has been out of balance. So it's funny that you're saying that, because that's probably exactly why I went there, to get some grounding done, to activate my root chakra again.
Yep. Makes perfect sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's cool. I say congratulations, man, for everything that happened. That sounds like it was all a blessing.
It was. I mean, it was wild. Flying there, only there for 24 hours and going through all of this. But there was something deeper. And I believe I was just feeling what the shift is all about. Mm-hmm. And it's just, you know, we're all going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. This, I'm not going to say the word, is meant to happen. It's purging. The veil is thinning. They can't hide anymore. They're going to be exposed. And I'm so thankful for this, that it's happening, because the exposure is here.
What it's doing is it's bringing family together, because they have to be together now. They can't go to work. They can't go to the beach. They can't do a lot of things. Here we are all together, you know. From what somebody was saying the other night, they said that in Italy, they're out on their porches all singing and having fun and like a big family. So it could be a blessing.
Yeah, I wish though America can catch on a little bit better. You know, what really upsets me a little bit is just the mass hysteria and the greediness that I've seen over the last couple days, you know, really, because that, you know, why can't we be more like Italy and just start singing together? You know, why are we worried about our Lululemon $100 yoga pants that we can't go out and buy right now? And I'm sorry, but fake yoga studios. I mean, everyone's mad that they can't go to the gym, or, I mean, it's just, you know,
That's what they put on the news too.
True.
You know, they don't put the good stories on the news.
They
Right?
know, and I know there's plenty good here in America. I know this. I'm not bashing the country or whatsoever, but I know there's plenty good here, but we're just out of all the countries, we're probably the most hindered by the media. It's the strongest here. It really is.
Not really. It's all over. It's all over the world. They're doing it. They're owned by the same company all over the world. Everybody's being censored by the media.
Yeah.
And it's I really I have friends that are all over the world, and they're saying the same things we're saying. They're having to watch what words they're saying, just like we are. They're having, you know, all the same issues. They're losing monetization, money off of their videos, because they're, either they say something and they get demonetized, or they don't say something and people don't click, you know.
Yeah.
So it is happening all over the world. And you got this news media in Russia saying this, and that news media in China saying that. You got Iran saying this, and Israel saying that. All of them are saying different things, and then we look at our media and we can't even go that they're telling the truth.
Damn right.
So it's not just that's the thing. It's not just the United States. The entire world is under a cloak of delusion right now, and our light has got to burn that delusion away.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I heard some of the censorship has been loosening up though over the last few days. Is that true?
It's getting worse.
Is it worse?
Oh no! What they're saying is Google has loosened up a little, and actually that has, because I was researching Paul McCartney, not Paul, but fake Paul. I was researching that, and I was actually getting decent results on it. So yeah, it's loosened up.
What
But the way they
about
type,
Paul McCartney?
Huh?
About Paul McCartney?
Yeah.
What about Paul McCartney?
No, Paul McCartney, Faul, not P, F. Fake Paul. He died in 1967.
Oh,
something like that. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't know. I'll leave that for everyone else to look into.
they're letting AI do the culling right now. Supposedly people can't do YouTube and Facebook from their homes and do their job from homes, you know. AI has to do it because of the flu bug that's going around. And so things are not, even things that are not outside of the norm or don't normally are going to get tossed. And that was what their big thing came across my screen, and I'm like, yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it reminds me of in the New Testament when they have Jesus on trial, you know, and Pontius is just like, well, what is truth? You know, what is the truth? What could it be? You know, is it the left or the right? Is it the end of the world with the flu, or is it just something that's going to happen and be done in a month? You know, what is the truth? I don't know. And I've been stressing so much. I have kids on each coast and I'm in the middle. And I finally just decided all I can do is, all I can do is just like, I got to cut firewood. I got to make breakfast. I got to take care of myself, eat.
Truth is right here, brother. You know the truth.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's messed up, but it's coming.
It's within, bro.
You're doing everything you can do. If you cut your firewood, take care of your needs. There ain't another thing in the world you can do except for the best that you can, and keep right here.
Yeah.
You know, live your truth.
So I see we have somebody new here, Ricky. Hey, Ricky, how are you? He's, I don't know. Can you hear us? He's down there. I see him. You there, Ricky? Maybe he doesn't have his microphone on. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a microphone option, so he can't talk. All right, it's all good. Glad to see you made it here. Somehow we got to figure out how to get your microphone working though. All right, but thank you for joining us.
Hey, Matthew, are you still on here?
Yeah, I'm still on.
Okay, so I got your package ready to go tomorrow. Same with you, Diana.
Oh, thank you so much, Des.
So okay, will you get to like next week? I'll send you a link. Link. Okay, it has a Auric, a shield with the Gans purified water in it from me. It has 3 different oils in it, and so it helps with coughing. Getting out the truth and grounding. And it has orange, chamomile, and basil. So if you look all 3 of those up, you can find out for yourself what you need. I'll even put description inside the package for you. And there's orange peel in here also for you to feel your solar plexus energy. And this is a gold energy. And this is the type of energy that we're looking for right now, is to find our higher self and have it connect. So that's going to be sent to you. Hold on, give me a minute. Along with the Gans water. And I'll send you a description for that. And I want you to pick out a stone right now. This is grounding. So this is black tourmaline.
Okay.
So I have 3 here. So this is number 1, 2, and 3, whichever one you feel guided to.
3.
All right, now it'll be sent to you. All right, brother.
All right, thank you, sis. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. There's a love me up.
Love
Series
you.
B, man. Series B.
Yes,
We from Series B.
We come to make party. Oh, hi, Angel. Hi. This is what it's all about, Greg. Your platform. Thank you so much for this. I mean, there's so much all this work is being done right now.
I love seeing it all come together, and when everybody can just reach out and help one another and just be there for each other. It's what makes it. And then we have, like I said, so many other people that are watching from behind the scenes, like what Mandy was doing until she finally joined us right now. So it's really cool to see that people finally coming out. And it's not that hard, is it, Mandy?
No, it just took a massive shift in consciousness to bring me here. No, I'm just kidding. Global pandemic, but it's good.
No pressure, right?
I paid her $50.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no. I don't know. There's no time for you.
It's like you're just talking with family. It's not that.
It is.
Yeah. Pretty easy to
People who
do.
don't like photos and videos, and I don't normally do that in general. Like I don't FaceTime with anyone. I like to be in person. So it was really the technological barrier. I'm not a person in my real life. I'll walk up to strangers. I don't care, but it's more just it's the technology part. Just sitting there, people are watching me, but I don't care anymore. I don't have time for that. We don't have time.
Yeah, well, now you're
get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are all like mini reality show stars now that everyone gets to know you.
Awesome.
You ought to see some of my practice videos. I sit there and I talk shit to myself. And I got some of them recorded. I'm gonna put some of them out there because it's the way I get some of my therapy and mirror talk. But doing it with the camera, you can like save it and look back and laugh, But I'll sit there and I'll be, I'm talking to you, not me, you. But it's a really, I found that it was kind of therapeutic, and fun. But I mean, it was very therapeutic because it's just me talking to me, and the very many me's at many different levels, and it, and then whenever I stop and I sit back and I watch it and I go, wow, I finally became friends with every one of my personalities that was shattered. So, and that's something that I've been doing here lately, and it helped me to be able to go ahead and open up my throat, my mouth, without not caring, but caring. Did that make any sense?
Yeah, it really does.
Caring what people think about me, but caring about the people.
Yeah.
You know, and all of that. It just really helped me to ask myself the questions that I want to ask people, like that man that made me go off earlier today because he was being rude to Greg. And it wasn't necessarily just that I found he was being rude to Greg. I found he was being rude to me too. Because guess what? I voice my political opinions. And I know I'm a light worker. I have a brain. I'm going to voice my opinion. Oh, wait a minute. I can think for myself. But yeah, I do. I sit there and I really talk all kinds of stuff to myself, and then get to giggling. Some of them I can't put on. It would just be I sit back and go, wow, I wonder who would want to answer that question for real,
I have one of those little things, like I haven't recorded myself doing that, but I'll just kind of like get in a weird mood where I'll say something out loud, or some epiphany or some realization that I've had. I'm like, you know what I mean? I know, and that's all that matters. And it became this weird, little idiosyncrasy. I'm like, I know, and that's all that matters. And then I just giggled to myself. Self-talk's important, I think. I think that's very healthy. And becoming friends with all the different facets of yourself, I think, is really beautiful and really healing, and just incorporating all, and to even acknowledge that there are different facets of yourself. Some people don't even realize that, and that is such inner child work and shadow work, and just intertwining and coming back together whole, reconciling yourself and your soul. And that's beautiful.
And all your past lives. I think that's what Matthew was going through.
And I think it can be a little bit of all of it, because this world is under a massive post-traumatic stress syndrome. I don't think there's a person on this planet that would not fit that definition at some level.
Yeah, I think so. I think existence is traumatic in this realm. At some point, it's beautiful, but trauma can be beautiful, and
ew.
Well,
at least you can find the positives. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it can growth. It's challenging. I think the linear process of it can be beautiful.
Yeah, it's forcing everybody, the collective. They're not used to sitting at home, not going into the matrix world and plugging away at their cubicles and their computers, and then going home and turning on the TV and going to bed. And
right.
They're not used to that. They have to sit now, and now they're thinking. They're going, whether they know it, whether they consciously know what they're doing or not, they're going within.
There's a lot of ego deaths happening around the world at this moment, I think.
And everyone's they don't know how to deal with it, because they've never had to sit for a second to think for themselves.
Yeah.
Think for themselves. We've been so dependent on our world leaders and our governments, and now we're gaining our independence back. This is a beautiful thing. Independence. Free thinking.
And I think also thinking of themselves, but also of others. And of course, it's just maybe not everybody. This is wishful thinking, but the natural compassion that would spring forth, seeing people around you suffering and going without. And all these people have been suffering, going without this entire time, and nobody's seemed to care, or not that nobody has cared, but the whole world hasn't cared. And I don't know about where you guys are, but in the community that I live in, we have care-mongering groups. So instead of fear-mongering within the cities around here, there's care-mongering, where people are going to different, dropping off care packages for whatever you need. People will post on Facebook and say, I'm totally out of toilet paper or whatever, whatever it needs to be. A lot of mothers are, I need this size of diapers. I don't have a thermometer. I don't have this. I don't have that. And people are going and just leaving it on the door handle. And as beautiful as that is, I mean, those people, there were people in need this whole time. There have been people in need for millennia. And so maybe it's taken something like this for that compassion to be inherent and to people to just interact every day with that in their mind, in their consciousness of what does my neighbor need? What does my mother need? So hopefully we don't lose that as a collective. Hopefully that stays in the forefront of our interactions and assessing whether everyone around you is okay. That should be such an obvious thing. And it is for me, but it's nice to see that happening on like the more, just the average Joe is feeling like that, I guess.
I think we need to think of humanity as a family more so than just blood relations. You can have family that's not blood related.
Sure.
Look at us.
Yeah. I just remember I told you I was being naughty earlier today. I just posted it in the chat. Check it out, and in the Zoom chat. I'm not gonna post it on your page because it was kind of naughty. About toilet paper in Omar. Omar has it is what it's called.
I'm gonna have to open that. It's an attachment right now, so I'm gonna have to open that later.
Okay, it's funny. That's what kind of got that little meme got me really in. They really did not like that or the news that I got through to yesterday. I managed to get a story through that had been blocked, taken off, and by other people, and I got it through as a video titled "Crazy Woman Rants," and I read the report, you know, about the 30-something child body sites that they won't let people go in and excavate. The Queen is associated with it, the Pope is associated with it, all of these other people in it. It's actually old news that's finally taken place because they've had these warrants for their arrests for at least 5 years. This is Trump's 4th year, 1, 2, 3. At midterm of Obama's administration, I know for a fact the Pope had an issue, and it was like hitting the news for like 4 or 5 days, and then you can't even hardly find anything unless you look really deep about the FBI agents that the Vatican military beat down and had put in the hospital and everything like that. And that's back some years, and there was already a warrant out for him and everything, and that's the report that was being buried. And I'm like, why are they burying it now? Because all of this information is really old news. It's just coming to light that they're actually finally taking action. And why would they take action during the height of a cold season? You know, because it's easy to cover up. Everybody's locked down, and we're all focused elsewhere. So shit like that. That's the kind of stuff they're trying to cover up, and that's what got me in trouble.
Well, I know there's a guy, Kevin Annette, that was doing a lot of research into that and was talking about those burial sites all around the Vatican and finding that people have found children's bones there. And,
and there's some in Canada, and I mean, yeah, all around. And I mean, it's actually, like I said, old news. It's just they're trying to make another legal action move. And that was what was trying to be blocked, was anybody hearing this old news come back to life at a good time to find out that something's being done to raise our morale by them being arrested type thing. Oh no, we can't find that out. I mean, it would make me feel really good to see some of those people pay for the things that they're participating in and enslaving other children and humans while they're enjoying it. That's the sadness that we keep feeling, that we have to fight. So when we start feeling that sadness, this is my way of handling it. I turn my energy towards them and try my best to forgive them. And because it's not for them that I'm forgiving them, it's for me. Because only by me forgiving them am I going to be able to forgive myself, because it's a constant conflict, you know? And I really have an issue with that sometimes, simply because of the depth of the feelings that I pick up. I can step right into the cage with someone, you know, so to speak. And that's hard to, those kind of energies are really hard to deal with at times, you know? So I just try to turn it into love, or at least try to turn it into compassion, for the simple fact that they're going to have some hell to pay, because that kind of energy is not going to rise. It's not going to rise with us. It will be shed and stripped, and they won't really remember a lot of things. That type of energy will be stripped away. I'm not saying that they'll be completely stripped, but they're going to be completely different than what they will be, whereas we're going to rise and have everything that we got, and we're going to be able to take our memories with us. They're going to be stripped, at the very least. That's called refinement, you know? Because they won't be able to survive at a higher level. They wouldn't be able to survive there. Their levels are so low. It's like the virus. What this water does to the virus would happen to them. This drains the virus's energy away from them. When we go, this is a higher level than the virus. We go to a higher level, we have to be in balance or we don't go. And if they're doing all that kind of stuff, they ain't going either. So that's where I try to get past that anger and sadness and turn it into, okay, the compassion side is, if you don't change, and I send those thoughts, and that's something for them to deal with on their own. If you don't change, you're grounding yourself here, and you're the one that's going to be doing what you're trying to do to us is going to be done to you. And believe it or not, it breaks that sadness, and it gives me a sense of power, of self-control, not power over them, but a sense of self-control. And it's like, you no longer have that over me.
Sometimes it's easier just to look at it from the observer, you know?
But it would
removes
be
that anger and sadness part.
right. It would be if it wasn't coming from so many different facets within my mind.
Got
you
it.
know.
Yeah, okay.
And I have to focus all those those different things into that one singular and it takes a lot of energy to do just that. And when you're emotional, I really find it hard sometimes to deal with it. But it don't take long to get that balance back. If I just go, okay, I'm done. And then I walk away from it, and then I level out. But it is very intense. And whenever, I don't even know what our Schumann is at right this minute, but when the levels fluctuate fast, they can be high and hold steady, and I'm okay. But if they fluctuate up and down real fast,
maybe you want to try what Matthew did. He used that breathing technique that Tiffany Keeper showed us. Maybe try that breathing technique. It worked for Matthew.
Well, I do that, but I have to throw the first like spit energy out, and that, no cleansing, just spit it out like you snuffing snot from your throat and spitting it out, but it's just energy, you know? It's a type thing. And then I can get to that, okay, now I can take my deep breath and cleanse. Because it's like that. It tastes like that. I don't know how to explain it other than I can taste it, I can smell it, and I can feel it on my skin because I'm in touch with someone or something around here is what I really feel that's in a very bad situation. I guess that's what I'm saying. I'm feeling someone close to me under a heavy load of very sadistic energy. Someone that's close enough for it to really affect me from time to time.
You live in an apartment?
No, I'm living in a trailer on 1.5 acres of land out in the boonies outside of Tallahassee. You know, and it's like everybody around here are really cool, but there's something going on around here really, really, really upsetting in the energy fields that is drawing me to seeing certain things, and I don't know where it is, and I don't have a car to go ride around and be a physical rod, you know what I mean? I can't follow the feeling type thing.
Could it maybe be
But anyway,
that somebody's holding on to from their own past or that they haven't dealt with? Maybe it's not something happening right now, but it's just somebody just holding that. Maybe. You know what I mean?
Maybe someone around here has been that abused and gone through that, not talked about it.
That energy, yeah, they're still radiating that. They're still in that mentally.
So they're still stuck in that hell.
Yeah, and you're picking up on. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, that does make sense because, I mean, that's something that's really been irritating me because it's not something that I live in personally. I mean, and that's why I can taste it and feel it and smell it and hear it because I have been in that hell. I've come out of it and I live a very happy life until somebody's energy goes, I need you. And it's that grasping and it's a very desperate feeling, you know?
I know, I tried that in my life, so I know exactly.
That can be a little aggravating, you know? I guess it's a gift, but it can be a bit on the side. Thank you for listening, guys. And that's a very good thought. That helped. It really did. I mean, now I can look at it from a different perspective and maybe use that as a relocation aspect. And if it's that close, if it's somebody that's just reliving it and kind of stuck in it, it might be somebody right here. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
There's not something going on that you're helpless to, that you can't stop and you don't know what to do. That would be, it'd be draining. It'd be very draining.
Every now and then when y'all are doing your little meditations, throw a little energy towards Crawfordville.
Okay.
Okay. Towards the Tallahassee, Crawfordville area. And I'll pick it up and it'll help because because it is, I mean, right now I can see things that I really don't want to see. And it's not going on in my life. I'm sitting here having a conversation with you guys, right? I'm not crazy. I am sitting here having a conversation with you guys.
I think so. Well, I'm crazy too.
And see, I'm seeing things going on in my head, and I'm going, yeah, and I'm so hot. I'm like heating up to the point that whatever's taking place is not a comfortable thing.
Maybe that's what I hear is the fan in the background. Do you have a fan on?
In the other room, there's our redneck ceiling fan in the other room. It's a box fan that has been taken out of the box and screwed to the ceiling.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
That's great.
Yeah, you might be hearing that.
That's probably what we're hearing.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's
I'm not
okay.
going to turn it off. It's hot in
No,
here.
can't blame you.
So, can you hear me?
Hmm.
Okay, so Diana, I got a couple of things while you were talking. First, you're going to run into the lady that you've been picking up on. You're going to run into her at the grocery store. And it's not one of your nicer grocery stores. It's one of those grocery stores that's kind of dirty and kind of down.
Dollar General type grocery store.
Dollar General too. When I see it, I see a floor and I see some like dirt on the floor, not like dirt from like just crap, like they haven't cleaned up like they should. So it's not like, so you're going to run into her. And then what the other thing that I got was that while you may be picking up on an abusive situation, there are some people near you that are actually practicing BDSM and bondage and stuff like that. So
that's what I said. It's very nasty. It's very nasty tasting. It's even more than just enslavement. It's very nasty. Yeah.
It's kind of a voluntary thing. And then the other thing that I got was that this is coming to you because it's like, it's, you know, we vibrate to, you know, our triggers are our truths, or our triggers are, you know, all that stuff. So there's an aspect of you that's wanting to be heard. That's your inner child, the part of you that was really young. And I'd say again, and this is so easy for me to pick up at 6 or 7 because that's so many times, but there's a truth that's trying to come out in you. So just ask for it to be easily shown to you in a way that can be explained to you as if you were a little child in an easy, sweet, very palatable way to understand. That's what I was getting while you were talking, because they started saying, when you started talking about the children, they started saying, it's her, she's talking about her. So I don't know what that's about, but
well, I was raped at 5 and molested for quite some time during afterwards. It began at 5. That's what shattered my my psyche, and it created a countable was over 100 different aspects that would speak out, and then I had more that would just plain out act out, take over, and I'd be gone. And when I'd find myself someplace, I'd have to like go, I wonder what the hell I did. I hope I didn't kill someone type thing, you know, because I wasn't there. MK Ultra is fucking bad. And that's a truth, you know. So I face all of that, but there is, you know, sometimes when I'm facing it, it's not, it'll choke you up, but that's to be expected.
There's something very specific though that they're trying to show you, and it has to do with the burial of those kids in the Vatican, or wherever they are. There's something about the burial itself that's trying to come up, and it's something that you need to sort of look at and incorporate, and I have no idea what it is, and maybe go into meditation and ask them about it.
I already know.
You don't have to remember. Okay.
I already know. They were gonna be my step brothers and sisters, and there was 5 of them, and then all of a sudden there was 2. And I'm not even going to go into detail, but that's the easiest way to say it. There was 5, and then there was 2. You know, and it was not like, you know, they went to see their mom. All of them went to see the mom, and the dad stayed. It was a very scary situation, because when they came back, there was all kinds of bruising on the ones that did come back, and then I never saw the others again. So that I do know is part of what allows me to hone in on those type of energies. I'm hoping that this is going to sound weird. I'm hoping that it's a consensual adult, you know, but I don't get that. I'm seeing kids in a damn dog cage, you know, okay? and I'm seeing some things that even I haven't experienced. So, and that's why I'm afraid that it's something more
I'm sorry, I'm
satanic.
smiling. That might have been me. You might have been saying me.
I might have been what?
You might have been seeing me coming. Sometimes,
You don't
when
sit in the dog cage, do you?
Yeah, I do. My parents used the car as a babysitter, and sometimes they used the dog cage outside.
Really?
Yeah. You might
And
have been seeing me coming.
have you dealt with that?
Yeah, I'm working on it. But you know what? What's really great is it makes, okay, so my mind is more flexible than it would have been if I had grown up in a standard home. It's a lot more, I don't know, it makes it like an easier ground to understand things that are coming in. And it makes it easier to understand the great pain that most humans have.
I can look at my experiences that way now. I didn't look at them that way then. And then, let me tell you, it created a great, great, great rebellion within me. But, you know, I also had to have higher power intervention, because what had happened to me ended up in a life death situation where I died, and then I came back. That was the first time that I died and came back. And that was you know, that stuff, I can remember that very clearly. And the act that took place. But I don't know what actually happened to the sisters and brothers, you know. Because before that man was out of our life, his kids were gone. And I never saw him again. Like, it was a year that we were there. The first 2 months they were there, all of the kids were there. Then the third month, the ones some of them came up missing. And then by the time that summer came around, all the kids disappeared. And I was told that they got in a car wreck or some strange ass story that I remember going to my room and crying over, because I didn't believe it. Not that I didn't believe that it happened.
Yeah, you're going to get some closure on that. You're going to see what has happened. You'll get some closure on that.
But I guess that's the reason why all of the officials that are doing this, you know, that shit's still taking place today, and it just infuriates me, because there's not a damn thing I can do about it. And yet I'm free from it, to the extent that it'll ignite me when I feel others going through it. So I haven't truly gotten free from it.
It's all going to come to surface. It has to come to surface.
Yeah.
By the year 2023, if not way before then.
Oh yeah, but and the way it comes, well, I've already dealt with it for myself. I'm wondering how I help somebody else deal with it when I'm feeling it. If I'm feeling theirs, how do I turn that around and in an empathy way instead of an angry way, and give them ideas of how to escape?
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You, at this point, work on yourself. Work on yourself. If they come to you for help, then yeah, you can do something.
Well, that's basically what I'm getting. Their cries of despair and you know, and they don't know how to ask for help, because there is no one to ask for help. It's that kind of a despair. It's even more than I have felt before, and that's why it's either very close or very bizarre, one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Usually I can just go ahead and focus on it and send my energy in that direction, and next thing I know, I hear of an arrest, and it draws, the light draws the attention to it. But maybe it's an official that is blind eye to it or putting a blind eye up. I don't know, but something in this region right here is bad.
Yeah, it's not just there; it's everywhere. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And so I do
it's gonna
understand.
all get exposed. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's, in the meanwhile, control what you can control. Don't worry about anything else. Just yourself. That's, you don't want to. Honestly, you want to get away from all forms of control outside of anything that's within your own realm.
Right.
So you can't really. There's
But
nothing
see,
you
I
can do
kind of
about
feel
that.
like
You're
they
putting a lot
have.
of pressure on yourself right
I
now.
kind of feel like they have a bit of a control over me.
You're allowing
because,
it though.
Because I'll be sitting there having a good old time, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing these things going on in my head, and I don't know how to stop them.
You're gonna have to somehow see that as an opportunity to change something, and maybe at that point try that breathing.
I mean that's why I'm bringing it up, because somehow I need to be able to break that control that has over me.
You do. You do.
I need to break that, and I'm very aware of it, and maybe because I'm aware of it and it's irritating the hell out of me, and that it gives me the feeling that because it's irritating me, it's got even more control. You see, it's that battle thing, Y'all just give me some love and light when you sit back and pray and meditate next time, and it'll work itself out. Thanks. Y'all just listening really helps. A lot of times it helps just to hear what you're saying.
I say we all send Diana that energy healing right now, love and light. And you'll be getting this from everybody that's watching this on the recorded version as well. So the crown chakra is lit up right now. I can feel the energy going through from everyone. So it is. Yeah, my crown chakra is tingling. You're getting a lot of energy. This is what family does.
Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. Thank you. I haven't been able to complete that pattern in a long time, guys. Thank you.
Well, just on a little off topic here, Phil in the chat room said that if you can get out and get some sun, you will get a DNA download that will protect you from this CV.
Yeah, I get out in the sun every day. I go out and tend my plants or play with the dogs or something like that. Every day I have to. I get depressed if I don't. And I do it barefooted.
Good. Yeah. You're supposed to.
Yep, and I'll jump. You'll see me. My neighbors probably think I'm really a weirdo because I'll be standing in the backyard and just jump just to get the extra grounding, and man, I get a lot of energy when I do that too, so I bet my neighbors really do think I'm the weirdo because I do silly stuff like that. I love it.
Hey, it doesn't matter what other people think.
Oh yeah, it does that, because that just adds to the joy of it when they're going. And I get tickled because they're giving this look, and I'm going, but I'm the one feeling good. I do have that quirk. Thank you, all of you, everyone. I appreciate that. I feel much better.
I think we're going to wrap it up right here because it's almost 11:30, and I would like to get some time for meditation in.
Hey, Greg, can I say something before we get off here?
Sure.
So I would like to give a shout out to Gary Hall, who bought my first copies of my artwork, and like to get that out there for him to know that I appreciate him more than ever, and that he's the first person who's I'm actually mailing my art out across. So thank you, Gary. Love ya.
Okay. And yeah, I just want to thank everybody once again for joining us here on our Spirit Chat. I want to remind you guys that there are some really cool shirts at in5d.net. I'm going to be uploading them after I meditate. But sometime they'll be up by tomorrow, so check that out. We got those the new shirts that'll be on there, the Schumann Resonance and the 7 chakra with the 14 gemstones that are in the die, along with the quartz crystal sand from Siesta Key. So wow, ground those energies, get out into nature, like that oracle card said. Find a way to, it doesn't matter if you're in Canada like Mandy. Make sure that you're
tomorrow, we have a big thunderstorm happening right now, but tomorrow's supposed to be sunny, so
awesome.
I'm gonna start my victory bed, my garden, and get going on stuff, you know.
Heck yeah. Sounds good. Sounds
Thanks for welcoming me, you guys. I really enjoyed speaking to everybody, and I'm glad I just turned the webcam on. I've had it this whole time, so look how easy that was.
Good. We expect to see you in here more often then.
Yeah.
Along with everyone else that's here right now and people that are watching.
All right. See you guys. Have a good night,
right.
wherever you are.
So,
bye.
Sending you all infinite love and light. Until the next time, this is Greg from In5D. Namaste.